Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Shi-Fi podcast. I got a first-time guest in the building, John Stevenson.
Pew, 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 pew.
And of course, fourth-time guest, I don't know, Josh Barnes.
Got my 4 rings. Hey.
So I live with these people the last 3 years. John is in Josh and I's old room right now. That's if you're watching on YouTube, that's Josh's Nick Collinson poster. Now John's poster.
Yeah.
And
we passing that down generation to generation.
Well, you're not passing it down. You're just too lazy to take it down.
First of all, I just want to say, if anybody's listening and they're like, "Oh my God, the audio is horrible," and blah blah blah, I'm like, I'm a rookie at this podcast stuff, so chill out, relax. I know John's an audio person, so he's probably like, it's weird. But shout out to the YouTube people watching. Shout out to Spotify. Shout out to Apple and any other platforms that are watching right now. So got that out of the way. So with John being a first-time guest, do you have a topic in mind that you maybe want to talk about? I don't know.
Not really. I do want to throw some shade at Josh, though.
Okay.
Here we go.
Just because.
Here we go.
All right. So, Josh. So, like most of the people in this house moved out. There's 7 of us. Everybody else graduated. I've still got another semester, so I'm still here. But they all moved out, and I'm like, oh, I want Josh's room because this is a nice room. Like, we got some big windows in here. It's very spacious. And
exactly.
Josh had like some stuff in here, like this futon that I'm sitting on. And I was like, I kind of want that. So I bought this futon and some other stuff from Josh. Right. And I was like, yeah, good deal on most of the stuff. Well, come to find out, the day Josh leaves, like he bounces and he's like, hey, I left some stuff in there for you. And I was thinking like, okay, like just some random stuff. No. This man left most everything that he owns in this room. I'm talking like things on the wall, shampoo in the shower, like just
wow.
Like you left everything. And now I'm sitting here, $200 I paid for all this stuff, and I'm wondering if I had not paid you, would you have left it anyway? Because that's what I'm thinking.
I saw that. Do you still have the locker?
The locker?
Locker
chest?
box
Yeah.
thing, chest?
Oh, yeah. The computer's sitting on it right now.
Oh, okay.
It still had some skinny pop in it.
Hey, I left you some
That's
snacks.
food.
Be grateful. You didn't have to go
Oh
home.
my gosh.
What all did I leave that irritated you?
Well, I don't know if it irritated me, but like, I think the shampoo stuff, that was pretty stupid. Like, you had so
dog,
much of your, like,
Free shampoo.
Yeah, free shampoo.
no, it's not even like, it's not your shampoo. It's like this like ointment or something. It's like
Yeah.
stuff that you use, I don't know, for your skin. But like, I don't need it.
Oh, I meant to throw it out because I don't think I told Shiloh this. I didn't tell the rest of the house during not last semester, the semester before last. I woke up in the brownstone, and my chest was like a different color than the rest of my body. And I called my mom, and I was like, "We have a problem." I was like, "Why is my chest like green looking?" And so I went home to Houston. And I went to the dermatologist, excuse me.
Yeah.
And he was like, you have a rash, my friend. And I was like, why is it itchy? Why is it like the discoloration? I had like so many questions. He was like, yeah, it's going to take like 6 months to heal that. So I had to use ointment for 6 months, twice a day when I showered. And then it finally went away. It was so annoying. And I asked him, I was like, what could I have done to like gotten this rash? He was like, it could either be one from spraying too much cologne, to like,
that's what it is.
Playing basketball, like or being physical and like not immediately like showering afterwards. And so yeah, so that's why I took a little step back on cologne for a bit because that could possibly be it.
No way. I didn't know it was a thing.
No way.
It's
Like, dog,
big
when I
thing.
say, that's why, like, I didn't go, like, swimming, like, that whole, like, semester because I was like, I'm not trying to have anybody see this ugly rash on my chest. Because, like, it was literally went from, like, the top, like, right here at my neck all the way down to my belly button.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
That's wild.
wait, I had a question. Totally forgot. You didn't want to use that, John?
No, I'm okay. I don't need no I don't need none of that. That's all right.
Got it. Let's see. Wait, I was gonna say something. Also, I have a question for John now.
Okay.
Every Sunday afternoon, nights, you don't even have to comment on this. You can say no comment. Every Sunday night, I go on Twitter and I see these tweets, and you're just like mad at this thing. And it's every week. I don't know if you want to comment. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Well, what was this past Sunday? What did I say?
It's always something about lights and like audio and stuff like that. You know?
Well, it's just like the place that I work at, the church that I work at is frustrating sometimes when it comes to audio, or not audio, just like what I'm doing there and stuff. Let me see. What did I tweet out? This was a while ago. Oh yeah. All right. So one of them was, I was frustrated and I said, stop scheduling people for lighting if they don't know how to run it. And that's just because like at this church, like we schedule volunteers, but some of these people don't really know how to run this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working on this lighting console for a while now, so I know a lot about it. Not everything, and I'm not like an expert, but I know how to run it. I know how to program stuff like that. And we get this guy in who's like an older guy in his 60s or 70s maybe. He's got grandkids.
Yeah.
And for a couple weeks, it was like they would tell him like, oh, you're going to sit with John and he's going to show you how to run lighting. Which, first off, that's really dumb because I'm in the middle of a service trying to run a service, but then also trying to explain like, oh, this is what you do. This is how you troubleshoot. This is how you fix things. And then like a couple weeks later, they're like, okay, now he's like, this other guy is scheduled for lighting. But he's scheduled, but I have to sit there and like babysit him on lighting just to, make sure that he's not like messing things up.
Gotcha.
And so
that's just a bunch of like older people that don't really know.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And like, when it comes to lighting, you can basically, you have this whole list called your cue list.
Yeah.
It's like all of your different lighting cues. So like for this song, here's the cue, and then this song has a cue, and then this is a cue. And you can like sit there on the computer and you can press spacebar, which will go to the next cue. Or sometimes lighting consoles have a go button. It literally says go, and you just press the go button.
Mm-hmm.
And I say all the time, like, I don't want to work with go monkeys or people who just press the space button. Like, I want you to know what you're doing. And I want you to know, like, what cue you're going to, why you're going to that cue, something's wrong with this cue, so what should I do to fix it, kind of stuff. And if all I do during the week is set up the list and then you come in and press spacebar, like, that's not helpful. That's not productive. So it's just like, I'm trying to keep people from doing that. And then you get these old timers who are like, all I need to know is how to press the space bar. I'm like, no, you don't. You need to know how to work it. Like, how does everything work?
Yeah.
So that's a little frustrating. But
you'll get used to it, I guess. I don't know. It's just an old church, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Have you seen these tweets, Josh?
Yeah, but
you just ignore them.
I just be scrolling, honestly.
Same old.
Josh doesn't pay attention.
It's every week.
It's every week. It's not every
week.
I just dropped my phone.
It's Sunday morning. John's whining about something. Keep scrolling.
I have a question for Josh now. If Cam Newton came up to you on an airplane and said, hey, can you move for $1,500? What would you do? Oh, the Josh. Oh.
Boy,
Oh.
I'd be like, where am I sitting? Back. I'd be like, boy, where am I sitting at? Back of the bus? You need to put me up. You need to put me up where the luggage go in the overhead. You need to send me above the plane. Like, where you need me to sit? Give me that $1,500. That's $150 an hour.
15. Did you hear about this, John?
No, I didn't hear about this.
So like Cam Newton just like there's like video and everything too. Cam Newton offered this one guy. Was it in first class? Or
so I think they were both in first class. However, Cam was like in a seat where he's 6'5", so like he was in a seat that was really cramped, and this guy had like an aisle seat, so he had more leg room. He's like, if I pay $1,500, can we switch seats? And this guy was just like, no, I'm not switching seats with you. So and it was a 10-hour flight, so
man,
he just had to suck it up and like I guess sit in his normal seat.
I mean, like, I don't know. In that scenario, yeah, I'd have to weigh the options of like where I'm sitting, because that aisle seat, I like the aisle seat. You get a lot of leg room with the aisle seat.
Yeah. I also have like a little like theory. Like he's either got to be like a Saints, a Falcons, or a Buccaneers fan. He's just
Well, but also like if you're sitting first class, like I feel like at that point you're not really hurting for $1,500.
Yeah.
Like you probably spent that much money on a first class 10-hour flight ticket.
Yeah, that's a good point because like a lot of people are bringing up like, hey, you don't really know like the other man's financial situation. He could be very well off, but like extra $1,500 ain't gonna hurt nobody, right?
That's true. It's $1,500. That's very tempting.
And
I mean, I would take.
Was Cam Newton's original seat also in first class?
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Okay.
I think so. But it was like on the other side of like first class because like usually when you fly like foreign flights, I haven't flown one. I'll fly one for the first time next week. Like instead of like 2 rows, like when you travel from like I don't know like Houston to Seattle, like it's like 3 rows.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or like sometimes it'll be 2 seats on one side and maybe 1 seat on the other. I think I've seen that. I feel like
that would have been funny. I loved all the Twitter jokes from it, but it was pretty cool. Did y'all see yesterday where Stephen A. Smith hinted that he was going to be in Space Jam 2?
What? No. Oh my gosh.
I didn't see that.
Oh man.
He was on First Take, and Max asked him like, "Where have you been?" And he's like, "I've been on a movie set, animation." And everybody's like, "Oh, it's happening." But he like went on Twitter and was like, "No, it's not for Space Jam 2, blah blah blah." But I don't know. Maybe he's just like playing with people. I have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, it could be one of those things where it's like not even that big of a role. Like he's just some newscaster.
Yeah, it makes so much sense though. That's why it would have been perfect.
Yeah, because like he does appear in the Netflix show Luke Cage, the Marvel Netflix show. He's like in it for 20 seconds.
He's in general.
Somebody's on their phone watching him.
He's in General Hospital too, right?
Oh yeah, there was one episode of him in there.
Yeah, so not like a big part. I don't think they would give him something big.
I don't know. He's the biggest sports commentator we got.
Mm-hmm. He's carrying
ESPN.
ESPN, to be honest. What was it? We talked about this last week, Josh, but there's more story to it. The whole LeVar Ball, Molly.
Okay, so I know we did talk about it last week, and I went back and I watched tape, and LeVar has.
Wait. Do you know about this, John? A little bit.
No
So
clue.
LeVar Ball, the big loud guy, right. The dad for those Lonzo Ball kids, yeah. So he went on First Take, and Molly Curran, the host, asked LeVar Ball saying, "Hey, can we switch gears real quick?" And then LeVar said, I'll switch gears with you anytime. And he said it in like a weird way. And then Molly's reaction was like, whoa, like I don't know. She kind of overreacted a little bit, I felt like, but that's what everybody's talking about. And ESPN banned LeVar Ball now
Oh my
from
gosh.
being up there. So continue, Josh. What were you saying
So
earlier?
like, I went back and watched tape because I was like just curious, like, has he like said like this like phrase like change gears before, and like that's like his like go-to line like during interviews. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, let's change gears, but like in my personal opinion, Molly already gets on my nerves because she likes to butt in anyways with Stephen A and Max Kellerman, and she made it a sexual comment because I don't think
Yep.
LeVar meant it like that. She made it
Yeah.
sexual, and so that's her fault for putting her brain being in the gutter.
Because there was a video I saw. It was from like 2 years ago. Same situation, but LeVar didn't say it in that type of way. But still, like it literally happened again. And I think Molly's just trying to be bigger than what she is. Like
Yeah,
it's so annoying. Like
yeah.
she interrupts
Also, like,
so much.
yes, yeah. I don't know. Like, I just feel like we live in an age where like we're much more sensitive, and like she's trying to play the whole role of like women can be empowerment in sports, which is great. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I do think she's kind of overstepping her boundaries in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
I'd
the
have to watch the video to like get the full context of it, but I mean, I do get that sense from Molly that she's like, I don't know, trying to be more than just the moderator between Max and Stephen A on First Take. You know?
I feel like moderators just need to be like out of the way. They introduce the topic and everything and just let the two people go. But yeah, whatever. But let's see. What was I gonna talk about? Are you going to the John Bellion concert, John?
I'm not. No, I kind of wish I was, but no, I'm not. I'm not going.
Because he's a big deal at like church friends and stuff.
Yeah,
So
he is. And I've been like on a big John Bellion binge lately too, because like his two new songs, or his two newest ones, Crop Circles and what's the other one? Shoot, I forget the name of it, but those have been like on repeat on my Spotify for a while. And then I just helped a lady move out of her mom's old house, and I found a vinyl record player. And I was like, "Oh, can I have this?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." Like, she's super nice to me, and so she let me have this record player. And so first thing I did was buy The Human Condition on vinyl. And I like was doing laundry the other day and just listening to it. I got it hooked up downstairs. It's great sound.
Gotcha.
Super.
Because I saw you wearing your Quinn 92 hat, so
Yeah.
they're like the same type of area of music. But yeah. Let's see. What else? What's other topics? You got any other topics?
We could talk about the NBA draft that just happened.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
NBA draft. Any big headlines you thought of, Josh?
I mean, I think personally, New Orleans, they played it right with Zion and getting Jackson Hayes. They had a pretty good draft. Cleveland had a pretty good draft.
Yeah, the Pelicans moved. They traded down, right, to the 10th.
So, and they got Jackson Hayes from UT.
Oh yeah. But Atlanta got the 4th pick too. So I don't know. Atlanta Hawks are kind of have a squad now. Like it's interesting.
They got DeAndre Hunter, and they got, I forgot who else they got.
They got I totally forgot, but they got Hunter with Trey and Collins. So it'll be pretty nice going into next year. The Mavs got a guy from Nebraska in the 2nd round. That's all.
Cleveland had a pretty good draft. It's just Cleveland, so I can't take them seriously, but they did have a nice draft. My friend Carson went to this.
Who'd Cleveland get?
They got They got the point guard from Vandy.
Oh yeah.
They got what's his face? That Kevin Porter Jr. guy that everybody was so
Oh yeah.
and then the guy from my hometown, Carson Edwards, he got drafted by the Celtics, like I predicted.
Yeah, he got drafted a little bit later than I thought. I thought he was gonna be like a late first round.
First round, same. But he got drafted in the second round.
Yeah, and also that Bobo guy. Everybody was like, nah, like.
Yeah.
Same with Little. Little was supposed to be a top 10 pick. He went number 25.
I remember that. I was like, why is Nasir Little like? I remember all the hype around him, like top 5 pick, and I was like, no, we're not doing this again.
No, the crazy thing is the crazy thing though is remember Kobe White got picked at 7, and then Cameron Johnson from North Carolina got picked at 11 by Phoenix.
Sheesh.
11.
I think. Well, also, I think the draft really, from 10 to 30 in the first round, I think it was very just like the same in a way, like the same type of players. Did you get that feel from it?
Yeah, because the reason I think that Cameron Johnson went 11 instead of being like he was supposed to be a late first round pick is because the dude shot 50% from 3 last year and shot 80+% from the free throw line. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of shooters, honestly. Like Tyler Hero went 14 to Miami. Just a whole bunch of like random guys I didn't think would get drafted went.
Where did Ja Morant go?
He went 2 to Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, okay.
Is that your favorite player?
It is. I'm a big Stan Ja Morant account.
Just because of name?
It's just because of what was the school he was at? He was at
Murray State.
Murray State. Yeah, I had Murray State going to like the Elite 8 in my bracket. But then I had to get reasonable.
Honestly, I'm the definition of coming in second when it comes to competition in the house. I finished second in Pick'em in back-to-back years by 1 game each of the last 2 years. I finished second in bracketology this year with y'all. Like, and the part that kills me is like I have awful first halves. Like in Pick'em, I do so bad, but I'm like the greatest like second half player ever, and I end up losing by a game.
Did John win again our Pick'ems, or did I win?
No, you won. You beat me
by
a
game.
Okay.
I was
remember
forgetting.
it was the final week, and I had tied you going into the last game, but I'm an idiot, and I didn't realize that Marcus Mariota wasn't playing against the Colts, and I chose Tennessee instead of just trying to get the tie and go.
For the listeners, so we had a Pick'em, NFL Pick'em every week throughout the year from like the last 3 years, I think. And our own John Stevenson got second in the first year. Should have been first.
Yeah.
First the next year. And I think second, like, I don't know, top 2 finishes every year. Or top 3.
He got third. He got third this year.
There were some questionable things happening that first year.
You would never send your Pick'ems.
Yeah, you submitted it.
It'd be like the middle of the first round or first games, and you'd be like, all right, here's my picks. And it's just like,
But like nothing.
You're picking the team that's up by 28-0.
No, low-key, John.
Okay. I will say in some of those games when they were really winning, sure, but like the first quarter, and it's still 0-0 or maybe it's like 3-0.
No, low-key, John. I don't think I ever like told you this, but I'd be so irritated with you, so I'd be like, I'd be like, you need to penalize this boy because I'm competitive. So this boy sitting in his picks to like 12:30. I was like, if you don't do something, I'm gonna score something. I was like, you need to penalize this boy. He needs a 2-game penalty. I was like on him so hard about that.
I thought it was like 5-game or something.
Nah, I mean it was like maybe 2 different 2-game penalties, I think. But if Josh was the commissioner, you'd be suspended every week.
I would have just been suspended.
If you would have sent your picks at 12:01, if you would have sent your picks at 12:01 as soon as kickoff happened, I'd be like, nah, you can't play this week.
You get 16 losses this week.
Yeah.
0-16.
Pretty much.
Only 14 teams are playing. Like, yeah, you get 16 losses.
Who won our March Madness bracket?
Kyle beat me in the championship game.
Oh yeah, he picked Virginia, right?
Yeah, he did. I led the entire way besides the first day.
Yeah, I had the first day.
Until the championship game.
Who'd you pick?
I don't remember what my bracket was though.
Who'd you pick for the championship, Josh?
I'm an idiot. I chose
Carolina.
North Carolina and Michigan.
Yeah, that's right.
Michigan State.
Dang.
but look. But give me credit. I chose North Carolina, but I told Shiloh before the tournament happened. I said we're losing to Auburn, and what happened? we lost to Auburn.
Auburn shot lights out.
That's exactly what I said. I said Auburn's going
to
shoot lights out, and we're going to lose.
You did say that.
Yep.
Hey, I have some pretty bold predictions, man. I could be better than Steve A. Some of these.
Yeah, Stephen A is pretty bad, especially with his finals picks. But.
Yeah, he would take Carmelo Anthony over Blake Griffin in the postseason.
Yeah. I saw that on Twitter. I think I retweeted it. I was like, this is a classic. I always think of John.
I sent it to John.
Yeah.
It was so great.
You take Blake Griffin?
Like,
you take Blake Griffin.
But yeah, Stephen A. Smith, his personality is what like sets him up top. You know, I don't know. He's entertaining.
Yeah.
The one where he was like to Jalen Rose, he's like, "Be patient."
Yeah.
This is 1973. 1973. You talking about be patient?
I don't get it. Let's see. Let's do what's y'all's biggest? Do y'all fear any animals?
No. This is a funny story.
Huh?
Go ahead, John.
Oh, I was just gonna say I hate snakes.
Oh.
And usually spiders. Like I'm fine with killing a spider because I hate them. But like snakes, I don't mess with snakes. Get that snake out of here.
This is actually a funny. It's a great question. Actually, it's a funny story. So, 2 weeks ago, I woke up and I was just like sick. So I went to the doctor. I had a sinus infection. I got medicine. She was like, "You need to have like an allergy test." So the next day, I went back in. I had to get an allergy test. And literally, this lady, she's like, "Do you want to know all that you're allergic to?" She's like, "You're allergic to dogs, cats, any animal with feathers. Pretty much, you're allergic to like all animals."
Oh my gosh.
Did you not know that?
And so, no, I had no idea.
What?
Dang.
Yeah, so literally.
You have cats, right?
I have a cat. Yeah.
Yeah, in your own house.
We're not gonna.
It's gotta go.
We're not gonna sell them. We're not gonna sell. We're not gonna sell them.
That's funny.
But yeah, so the the animal that I fear the most. Ooh. Old me would say cockroaches because I hate them things, especially when they start flying. But right now,
flying?
You never seen a flying roach, dog? I want to go.
I've never seen a flying roach.
Bro,
I don't know what roaches they got in Houston, but
nah, the flying roaches, bro. You go to kill it and it start flying. But
I have never seen that.
Since we moved into like our new house, like I'll just be like out there just like chilling, minding my own business in the yard, and I'll see like something rolling up on me. It's an armadillo. It's a rabbit.
Oh, wilding in Houston.
Yes, armadillo and rabbit. It's crazy. Cause one time I was out there doing yard with my mom. I was like, "What is this thing rolling up on me?" It's an armadillo. I said, "I gotta go.
Like, what's the move?"
Yeah, I was like, "Nah, I'm not trying to hang out with you today, bro."
That's wild. I just brought that up because like I was just outside this morning and like there are a bunch of yellow jackets and I hate yellow jackets. Like,
yeah,
flying needles to me. Like that's what I picture. Like shots at the doctor. Like they're basically those, but they're flying around. And it's just like I hate them so much. Let's see. I think it's time to wrap it up a little bit. I guess now song of the week type of thing, and then shout outs to whatever you want. I'll start with my song of the week. I'll say Poof by Pierre Bourne. He's this rapper that he was a producer for that Magnolia song by Playboi Carti.
Yeah.
And so like now he's doing his own thing and stuff. I like it. The album cover is just like a purple. It's just purple, which is weird, which is cool. I don't know. So that's my song of the week. How about y'all?
John.
Yeah, I'll go. So my song of the week, I'm gonna say it's "Coloring Outside the Lines" by Mr. Wives. They just randomly popped up on my Discover Weekly and has been super good. I have been like really enjoying that. So yeah, that's my song of the week.
Gotcha. Josh just, I guess, went to a Spotify or Apple.
Yeah, I did.
He disappeared.
He got to check out his Spotify.
I mean, that's what I did too. So I mean, it's just whatever my latest songs. You know, you go through waves every week. It seems like.
Where you just like a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Do you take your Discover Weekly? Like, do you listen to that religiously every week?
Not really. Like, I'll check in with it once in a while.
Yeah, same.
See what's on there. And usually there's like one or two good things.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just like don't look at it for a long time.
And I'm always like, you don't know what I listen to, or like, you know, that type of mentality, but whatever. Yeah. How about you, Josh?
Yeah.
Got one?
Mine is Bluffing by Khalid. I've been listening to his newest album.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Bluffing by Khalid.
Bluffing.
So I've been listening to like his album again like this whole entire week. So.
Oh, his new one?
Yeah, his newest.
It's crazy that Khalid's like huge, like a streaming world. Mm-hmm. Like he's top 5 streaming art. I think he's like, it's pretty weird. I mean, he's like 19 years old. He's gonna have a long, long career. He's gonna be around for a long time.
It's crazy. He's from like El Paso. Like it's so random.
Yeah. I remember even like David Collins, like he was like listening to him before he was cool. Like, I mean, he put on his album like early 2017, and I mean that's the first time I've heard of him. I guess he wasn't popping up that crazy anyway at that time, and so when all the college girls that next year were like bumping it, it's like we were bumping it earlier this year. But let's see, shout outs. Let's see. Shout out to the people at my gym. Shout out to this trainer at this gym that I pick up a lot of shifts at, named Brendan Rams. He's been really cool lately. He's like 30 years old, I think, and he's just like crazy in a good way. Like, and he gets like 3 hours of sleep every night, and like goes to the gym, lifts weights, coaches classes. Like, it's wild. Like, I would not want to do that lifestyle, but it's always good to have those type of people around you just to like push you more out of your comfort zone. And so shout out to that dude. How about y'all?
I would say shout out to the Chick-fil-A mobile app. That's good stuff right there. You should definitely check it out because you get points on every purchase, and I've just been eating there a whole bunch.
You're not trying to give a shout out to the Chick-fil-A on Dallas Baptist University campus?
Nah, man, they don't do mobile ordering. Heck no. If you don't do mobile ordering, I don't want to talk to you. You know. Same with the Chipotle app. That has been a lifesaver.
Oh, yeah.
Waited like 30 minutes to get my food, and then I downloaded the app and like, okay, whatever. But like with the app, you just order, you walk in, you don't even have to like pay or anything because you already paid through the app. So you literally just walk in, take your food, and then you're gone.
I forget about that every time I go there, and like I'm in line and I just see a random person just come in, pick up their food, leave. I'm like, what? That took 1 second. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Did you know they're building a Chick-fil-A across the bridge from DBU now.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, it's by that area by Walmart and Whataburger.
Yeah.
So that place is gonna be popping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be cool.
Heck
How about you, Josh?
Let's see. Shout out to her name is Rebecca Smith. I used to go to high school with her, and then into my junior year, she moved to Barcelona, Spain, and I've been like asking her for like advice on like what I should do like on my trip to Europe and all that stuff, and she just like, gave me like a whole bunch of ideas and stuff. So like, shout out to her for helping me big time.
Gotcha. Rebecca Smith. I know Rebecca Smith.
Yep.
Does she still live in Spain?
Well, what?
Does she still live in Spain now?
I know such like a generic name, Rebecca Smith.
That is true.
She does. She lives in Barcelona.
Okay.
She lives in Barcelona, Spain.
Like that name sounds so familiar. You excited for your trip?
Yeah, I'm not excited for this flight.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited to leave the country.
How long is the flight?
I think it's like 14 hours.
14 hours.
Ugh, gross.
Can you sleep on planes? Like, can you personally do that?
All right. So I have a dilemma.
Yeah.
I can sleep on planes as long as like I know like the people like next to me. However, I don't ever drool, but it seems like on planes, the way I be looking, like the way I turn my head, I end up like drooling on myself. I wake up with like stuff all over my shirt, and I'll be like, what is this? This is not water.
You're hella relaxed then on a plane.
I guess so. I'd be out cold. I wake up and there's like drool all over my shirt. Like, who did that?
That's when you know you slept good. Like you never like get drool and you're like, oh, I'm still sleepy. Like, nah, you slept out.
I'd be having my little neck pillow. So
yeah.
I'd be out cold.
Oh my gosh.
Is the person you're going with going to be by you on the plane?
So we just had to. This is so stupid, by the way. On the way back, we were scheduled to sit next to each other, but on the way there, we weren't scheduled to sit next to each other. So
yeah.
I called the airline and I was like, "Yo, what's the deal?" And they were like, "Oh, you gotta pay to sit next to each other." So I had to pay an additional $40 to sit next to the person.
Yeah, airports and their fees are kind of funny.
Stupid. Because I was like, I'm not gonna have this person sitting by themselves for 10 hours next to like a crying baby or like a crazy dude. I was like, I can't be doing that.
And international flights are pretty spacious, like seat wise, right?
No.
Well, I'll let you know.
I mean, some of them I feel like I don't know.
No, so
they're actually not.
You can pay $40. You can pay $40 to sit next to each other in the regular like economy class, like we did. You can pay $60 to sit next to each other on preferred seats, which is like a little more room than economy. Or you can pay $115 for extra leg room.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, but you got to spring for it on those international flights because they like pack you in. Because there's like so many people going overseas.
Yeah.
And so the planes are wider, but they put more seats in them. And so like you can be in like a really, really tight seat.
Gotcha.
Well, I've already learned my little exercises so I don't get blood clots. I'm finna do all the exercises. Sitting down.
Okay. Well, have fun on that trip. On the flights. Yeah, I think that's about it on the podcast. So shout out to John and Josh for coming through. So that's this week's podcast. I think episode 16. So, all right, well, have a good one, boys.
Peace out.
Peace, Josh. Peace.